and welcome to Ann Arbor. It is Hockey Night in Ann Arbor, they call it, as the number 6 ranked Michigan Wolverines take on the number 7 ranked Western Michigan Broncos. We have ceremonial puck drop right in front of us here, but on behalf of WCBN, covering Michigan athletics and Michigan hockey tonight, I am Luke Beally, joined alongside John Tondora. John, happy to be here.
Happy to be here, Luke. It's going to be an exciting night, of course. Probably the biggest sporting event in Michigan athletics today. Wouldn't you say so?
I'd say it's pretty big on the scale. I mean, if no one is following sports, Ann Arbor's feeling great today as the Michigan Wolverine football program beats Ohio State today. Victorious 13-10. Ann Arbor is feeling great, and the Wolverine hockey program looks to carry that momentum over after a loss last night, 4-1 to Western Michigan on the road. But they come back home to Yost, back home to Ann Arbor in front of a home crowd, looking to swing some of that momentum back around for the weekend series.
Exactly right, Luke. Michigan's first loss in over a calendar month. That last one, a blanker shutout, 4-0 coming in Ann Arbor against 13th-ranked St. Cloud State. Michigan looking to bounce back from what has been an unfamiliar feeling, a losing taste in the mouth. We'll have to see if they can dig it out. You're exactly right, Luke. Riding that wave of perhaps maybe some good mojo in the Michigan world thus far today.
Absolutely. Let's see if this Michigan hockey program can channel some of the Michigan football athletics and those vibes today. But this Wolverine team is no slacker. They have not lost any of their traction from last year. Still ranked number 6 in the poll. Of course, dropping to number 7, Western Michigan yesterday. But the night is young, and these hockey players have short memories, short minds, and look to get back after it today. Let's see what we can do here tonight. It's a beautiful night in Ann Arbor, nice and snowy, and a little bit chilly too, I must say. I don't like that, but it's hockey weather, right?
Hockey weather indeed. Can't ask for much more. No wind chill in here, thank goodness.
There's a gust, though, coming from somewhere. I think it's got to be a vent gust or something. It's a little bit chilly in here, but jackets on. We're ready to go, and so are the guys as TJ Hughes is the first Wolverine set to take the opening draw. Owen Michaels, a former teammate of mine, facing up against him. Great kid. Let's see what we can do here. Michaels wins the draw back for Western, and Western early and often on the forecheck. Bump now with possession. He's going to rim this one around the wall. Back to the point. Puck put on net just outside. And the Wolverines looking to give some space. Jackson Hallam here. He's got a little bit of space on the wall. Stop, start, looking for an option. Fans on the puck. Back into the corner goes the puck. Western working the other way, but Hallam has the puck. Turnover. Hughes not able to get that puck on net. Duke keeps it in. Stave steered away. Hallam on the half wall now with the puck. Neutral zone. This puck is hot. Bouncing all over the place. Western is able to take care of it as Michigan regroups in their own end. Back up to Moldenhauer as he sends this one behind the net. First Slukinski, that is. Big hit by Edwards, laying the wood early, setting the tone. Michigan with possession. Puck back up to Edwards at the point. Down on the half wall. Puck look on net is blocked up front. Still jumping all over the place. Behind the Wolverine net into the far corner is Moldenhauer. On the half wall. Now back up to the point. Pump fake. Shot on net, blocked up front. Battle for a rebound. Wolverines aren't able to come away with it, but here come Wolverines once again as they have possession of the neutral zone. As Hage dumps this one behind the Western net once again. Broncos looking for a little bit of their effort on their own as Wolverines regain possession of this puck once again. This puck is hot early in this game. Corpy behind the net. Now he's going to fumble this puck up front. Oh, puck just sent a little bit high as Corpy loses the puck behind the net, and it squirts out front. No harm, no foul, but here come the Wolverines. As Ernestine is hit from behind. Puck behind the Western net against for Slukinski. Surveying as this puck is sent the length of the ice. Should be an icing, and it is. 17:46 left to play here in the first frame. Wolverines kind of buzzing early, but the puck is jumping all over the place.
Jumping indeed, Luke. A chance for you to go ahead and catch your breath a little bit. It starts with the speed of Jackson Hallam right off that opening face-off. We know the pressure that the speed of these Wolverines can bring, and Western is feeling it now.
That's right. Had a nice little opportunity along the half wall. Not able to mount anything, but Marcus Stoppa, the draw man, is going to win this one back. Quick shot opportunity sent a little bit wide. Puck's in the corner now for the Wolverines. Physical play. Puck battle on the corner as Stoppa works for the Wolverines. Stoppa on his knees, able to recover the puck, but this one's sent into the Wolverine zone for Felicio. Stoppa now into the Western end. He's going to dump this one in, and the Wolverines are going to go to work once again. Puck rimmed around the wall, back into the Michigan end as the Wolverines look to reset. Rio Mullen looks for Whitelaw. He's going to find Edwards. As some profane chants come from the children of Yost that resonate with an earlier game in the day, but here come the Broncos. Shot on net, steered away by Corpy. Broncos with possession still as Michaels looks for a man, but he wanted a fresh set of legs, and the Wolverines now have possession. Outlet pass. Here comes Hughes in the neutral zone. Drop pass for Hallam, just missed a little bit. Wolverines still have possession in the offensive zone. Puck up front, it's going to be behind the Western net now. Wolverines still with possession until he's going to walk the line. Shot blocked into the neutral zone now is the puck. 80 for the Wolverines. A little bit of space in the neutral zone. He's going to rim this one harder on the boards. Slukinski not able to retain possession, but the Broncos now have possession in the neutral zone. Haiti with the puck. He's got a man in Moldenhauer. Moldenhauer with a head of steam, working into the offensive zone. He's going to wrap around the net, look for a trailer. Trailer a little bit too late, delayed offside as Truscott dumps his puck into the zone. Slukinski dishes off to his man. Puck sent the length of the ice. One more icing, 15:43 here to play. No damage yet.
The Wolverines certainly trying to inflict some of that damage, though, Luke. You know, one thing I've noticed is tonight we've seen a more physical Michigan team come out. Michigan, that is, not Western Michigan per se, but what Western does so well is getting into that nitty-gritty. They can frustrate you with their physicality and skill, something the Wolverines will have to keep an eye out for if they want to leave victorious tonight.
Looking a little overwhelmed in their own defensive end are the Broncos as they have iced a couple pucks as far. Keenan Draper is going to win this draw back to Duke. Duke walks the line. Puck on net. Swallowed up by Slukinski. We got another whistle on a net front battle.
Already a little bit of jawing courtesy of the two teams. We'll have to see how well the emotions can be balanced on a night. Michigan wants to come away with some points here, come away with a win. Western on their end, a nice feather in your cap to have a sweep during a home-and-home of a number 6 team in the country.
A good feeling that would be. Shots are 3-2 here, 15:38 left to play in this first period. Draper's going to lose this draw instead. Ernest jumps the play. He's not able to regain possession, but the puck is still in the corner. Up for grabs. Draper puts body to man. Puck at the point now for LaPointe. LaPointe walks the line. Looks for Truscott, not able to find him. Rims the puck around the wall. Duke is the man there. Half wall battle. 50-50 puck. Broncos come away with it. Washi now for the Broncos. Dumps his puck off the glass. Got another puck battle in the corner. Broncos looking to maintain some possession. Kramer rips this puck wide. Not on net, not even close. Wolverines, though, get a friendly bounce as Ernest regains possession, dumps this one in, and the Wolverines will get a fresh set of legs.
Michigan standing strong in its defensive end thus far, not allowing Western to get anything of note.
Dump into the Michigan zone. Corner battle as Shifsky is fighting hard down there. Puck coughed up in front of the net. Shot fired wide by Kramer. Big body by Shifsky. He is flying around this shift. Felicio looking for a man. He's got Shifsky. Once again, Shifsky dump. Chase, big hit in the corner. He is working hard this shift. Felicio beat on the half wall. Western with possession. Taking their time to regroup as the Wolverines send one to pressure. Kramer busy this shift as well. Looks for a guy, turns it over to Estapa in the neutral zone. Wolverines with possession now. Estapa not able to find it. Slight turnover. Western pressure. Shot fired wide by Kramer. Big hit in the corner by Fantilli. Wolverines now with possession. Whitelaw with the puck now looking ahead. Dumps this puck into the corner. Western regains possession. Looking for an outlet. He's going to dump it back to his other D-man. Into the offensive zone they go now. Fantilli, the Wolverine behind Corpy. Puck squirts in behind Corpy. Weird angle, and Western's going to find the back of the net first. What a funny bounce. What an awkward angle. We'll see who gets credited for that goal, but an absolute squirter that just got past Corpy. Not really sure what happened there.
Yeah, Luke, I'm not even sure if you can say Corpy's going to want that one back because it didn't even feel like one. That's an angle that is difficult to see even on the replay, but Corpy not as strong along the pipe as he wanted to be, and Michigan's going to have to pay for that one.
Yeah, it must not have been a tight seal. I think Zach Sharp is going to get credited for that goal. The left defenseman, Wolverine coaching staff talking to the officials, but Corpy didn't have a full seal on that post. Puck probably just squirts in between the leg and the post and sneaks in. A weird goal. Michigan challenging the play, though, for a potential offsides. Interesting play call. They must have seen something. This is a hefty challenge here.
Yeah, we're standing right next to the team that'll do it. Michigan has a robust analytics, video department. Coach Brandon Rotto prides himself on his ability to see things more than once, so to speak. I think you're right, Luke. They had to have seen something. I'm not entirely sure what it would be in terms of offsides. It seemed as though a dump and chase, Sharp being the lone Bronco coming after it. We'll have to see if he crossed into the zone too soon before the dump.
Not giving us a replay first. We'll let the officials handle this one, and then we'll take a look of our own, but either way, third shot of the game for the Broncos. And if it stands, third shot, one goal here. Western with an early lead. 13:23 left in the first period. A quick strike for the Broncos, but it could all be waved off. Let's keep an eye on this.
Michigan found itself down early last night, 2-0 after the first, 4-0 after the second. Ended up winning the third period battle 1-0. Only a moral victory. They'd hate to go down early again.
That they would. This Wolverine team is still quite strong. Obviously, a 6th-ranked team in the country is nothing to frown at, but going down 1-0 7 minutes into a game is not a great feeling for a hockey program. As Corpy takes a knee in his net, looks at the video board intently, and here comes the officials with the verdict for us. Well, if that eruption was not enough for you, that is no goal. That is offsides. 0-0 remains the score. 13:29 as the clock is fixed. Let's take a look at the video board here. Yeah, it looks like a Western player had both feet across the blue line before the puck. Got a little giddy, got a little eager. That is offsides. No harm, no foul for the Wolverines. You dodged the bullet here. Corpy, you can take a breath.
Maybe the freest wake-up call you'll get all night for Michigan if that wasn't warning enough that Western is not going to sit on its heels.
That is true. Hughes wins the draw for the Wolverines, and here come the Wolverine offense as they look to start a little bit of something of their own, but we got extracurriculars. Not many happy campers, as I believe a high stick was called. Werner and Michaels involved. Michael's a kid that can get under your skin. Not a big fan playing against him. He's a tough competitor, and looks like the Wolverines are not appreciative of his presence thus far. Michaels and Hughes. Hughes wins this draw. Back to Edwards at the point. Puck on net, steered into the corner by Hughes. Accidentally. Puck on the half wall now. Here comes Michaels with his own push, sent across the ice for bump. Western with possession in the offensive zone. Puck Sent out front. Weird angle off the post once again, but here come the Wolverines. Puck turned over now. Back for the Broncos. Puck on net, steered away by Corpy. Wolverines with possession. Truscott looking for a man. He's going to have Werner. Werner's going to send this one into the Bronco zone for a line change. Wolverines now as Edwards with possession behind Corpy. He's going to send this one up to LaPointe. LaPointe looking for a little bit of help into Draper's feet. Puck back into the zone. LaPointe not able to completely handle this one. But we got a puck battle in the corner. Ernestine now looking for a man. Stretch pass hits the boards. Truscott able to handle it. He's going to send this one length wide. Official has his hand up. Icing waved off. Here come the Broncos. Linesman has his knee on the ice looking for that offside ever so intently after that call. Wolverines are working into the offensive zone once again. No, not a heavy forecheck going on here. 11:47 left to play in this first period. Here comes Duke. Body laid into the wall. Puck battle along the half wall. Two teams feeling each other out thus far. Rio Mullen now with possession for the Wolverines. Waiting for a breakout attempt to establish, but here comes Moldenhauer. Wolverines have numbers. Shifsky the trailer. Puck off the head of Slukinski up into the netting, and another whistle. 11:19 left to play in the first.
Going back to Michigan's sort of relaxation on the forecheck, Luke, it seems like the Wolverines are more than confident letting Western attempt a breakout on their own, something that has not been altogether successful for them thus far. Michigan living in the offensive zone early on.
A little lackadaisical on offensive pressure. Puck on net, swallowed up by Slukinski once again. Another whistle as Werner is making his presence felt up front with Robbie Drasner on the other end taking care of his net front.
Underrated storyline in this too, Luke. Cameron Corpy, formerly a Western Michigan commit himself.
That he was. And he was the Michigan native. A former competitor of mine. Quite talented kid looking to find his footing after he gets away from a goal earlier in this game. Here come the Broncos, though. They're going to dump this one in. Into Corpy's trapper. He's going to opt to take a whistle here. And we got 11:02 left to play in the first.
Euro Hakkarainen looking for a call. He might just get it.
That he will. That's TJ Hughes being sent to the box. What for, we do not know. We will find out momentarily. Oh no, a potential ejection for TJ Hughes being examined here. Jacob Truscott talking to the officials as they step into the booth to review this one. Let's see if we can get eyes on this play. Did you see it, John?
I did not, but as they were skating off, Hakkarainen was certainly incensed about something. TJ Hughes, his teammates would certainly describe him as a golden retriever. This is a guy who doesn't earn himself many ejections.
That's a first-line studded center for the Wolverines. Big-time playmaker, big-time kid for the Wolverines. This would be a hurtful ejection if it were to come true. TJ Hughes waiting for his punishment outside of the penalty box, looking up at the scoreboard, hoping to get a glimpse at what he did.
Certainly a big loss early. Michigan electing to have its extra skater tonight be Hunter Haiti, the 6'4" freshman defenseman. So 11-man forward group would have to take effect, you'd assume. Making a split on the weekend all the more tougher.
Here come the officials. We'll get a verdict here on TJ Hughes. Let's see how guilty he is tonight. That is only a minor penalty for TJ Hughes. Only a roughing. Wolverines get lucky here. No ejection. Only 2 minutes.
And here's a prime opportunity for Western to take control a little bit. You know, they had the goal waved off. That was, you hate to call it a bit of a fluke, but maybe one they didn't see coming. But this is a chance to get real offensive structure for the Broncos. Come out and put some pressure on the Wolverines.
Broncos win the draw in the offensive zone. Scholand over to Bump. Bump with possession now. Back to Scholand at the point. Scholand's going to put this puck on net just a little bit high. Wolverines, Truscott fans on this puck. Not able to get it out. Earnesty now with possession on the half wall. He's going to rim this one around. Body, big body in the corner as Hunter Hades dumped. And the Broncos maintain possession. Over to Bump. Puck up front, big save by Corpy. Squirts out front. Estapa is able to clear this one the length of the ice. A minute 30 left on this kill. 10:30 left to play in the first.
Gritty play by Marcus Estapa, clearing that from the knees.
It's a high effort play right there. That is Scholand up to Slukinski. Offsides.
Those are the kind of plays that it's going to take to beat this Western Michigan team, though. The grittiness that comes with what Marcus Estapa just did there. That's why he's so trusted by Coach Brandon Arado on these penalty kills and in high leverage moments.
That's right. But the Wolverines win this draw in the neutral zone. Puck back over to Duke. He will probably just turn this one to Edwards to be sent the length of the ice. A minute left on the kill. 10 minutes, 5 seconds left in the period. Broncos looking to establish a forecheck of their own. Puck up to Kramer, over to Slukinski. Now back to Washi. Back to the top of the point is Vason. Over to Kramer. Good puck work by the Broncos. Puck sent into the corner. Back up for Eisen on the point. He's going to put this puck on net. Going to be blocked up front. Over to Kramer now. Into the corner. Duke battling for it. And here comes Shifsky with a little rush of his own. He's one-man show. One man against four. Broncos going to send this one cross corner. Still working for it. Great attempt on the kill. He's going to lay the body on Slukinski. Brothers they are. That is not Slukinski the goalie. But the Broncos with offensive possession. 10 seconds left in this kill. Bump is going to stop and start. Puck out of the zone. Wolverines are going to be full strength in just about 3 seconds. Hard rim around the boards. Full strength. Michigan returns to full strength. Earnesty now with possession. He's going to turn this puck over net front. Owen Michaels with possession now. Looking for a guy is Scholand. Scholand, one-man show. Over to Bump. Bump is going to be bumped by Hughes. Bump working around the Michigan net. He's going to fire this one up front. Just squirts a little bit high of the Wolverine net. Scholand. He's going to share this puck all around. Up at the point. Back over to Scholand. Scholand's going to fire this one on net. Corpy not able to control it. Michaels puts this one on net as well. Broncos really pressuring here. Shot fired wide from the point. Fantilli now with possession battling with Truscott behind the net. Fantilli's going to pin this one up against the boards looking for some Wolverine help. He's not going to be able to get it. But here's Hughes. Over to Hallam. Over to Earnesty. Into the neutral zone. And dump for a fresh set of legs. 8 minutes to play left in this first period. Werner with possession. Over to Rio Mullen. Over to Tyler Duke. Tyler Duke with a head of steam is going to put this puck on net, steered away into the corner by Slukinski. Duke over to Estapa. Moving those feet pretty hard. Duke's going to fire this one back to Whitelaw. Back to Duke into the neutral zone. To Rio Mullen. Looking for an option is Werner. He stumbles a little bit. Nice little stick move as he works his way into the offensive zone. He's going to fire this one around the boards. As Felicio is going to dump this one for Slukinski in the back of the net. Broncos with possession now looking to break this one out. Broncos possession. Head of steam. He's going to fire this one wide. Big body on the wall as Hagee's hit. Broncos still with possession. Wolverines now turn this one over for Moldenhauer. Potential offside. Nice fancy toe drag by Moldenhauer. Felicio now with possession. Shoots. He scores! Nice little tiny hole. Top left corner. Snipe, that's what they call it. Felicio finds the back of the net. Wolverines up 1-0, 6:46 left to play in the first period. What a shot.
What a shot indeed. A nifty try there by Felicio. And that'll be his first goal.
What a shot.
Of his young Michigan career. Jacob Truscott, the captain, going to go ahead and pick up that puck and say, hey, keep this one safe.
Job well done, Felicio. What a shot. Top left corner. Beautiful. Right over the shoulder, the right shoulder of Slukinski. Wolverines on the board first. 7-6 of the shots. 1-0 Wolverines. 6:40 left to play in the first. And here come the Wolverines once again. Tanner Rowe not able to corral this one, but here comes LaPointe pressuring in the neutral zone. Duke looking for an outlet. He's going to turn this one over as he fires it into the neutral zone. Kramer now with possession. Broncos fire this one into the Michigan corner. Duke behind the net as he's hit from behind pretty nicely, and this will be a Wolverine power play here. Delayed one, that is, as Duke was hit from behind.
Looks like we'll have a cross-checking here, Luke.
Tyler Duke hit from behind. Liam Valeni, the offender on this cross-checking call. 2-minute power play for the Wolverines. 6 minutes left to play. 6 minutes, 8 seconds left to play in this first period. The Wolverines will get sent to the power play here. Nice little chance to tack on 2 in the early stages of this game. We got the hero of the game. I think this is some of the best in sports right here.
A nifty move from Tyler Duke. Not sure if he was doing a bit of an acting job, hoping to sell something to the referees. All the same, though, a positive ending. Takes the hit. Didn't even seem like that malicious of a cross-check from up here. Maybe a little louder down low, but all the same, the Wolverines, like you said, Luke, a chance to double the lead in quick succession.
That's right. Duke definitely felt the pressure coming, turns his back to the boards, waiting for the pressure. Finally gets it. Little cross-check to the back. Whether he was acting or not, that is up to the Michigan Theater program. But either way, the Wolverines go on the power play for 2 minutes, 6:08 left to play in this first period. Wolverines up 1-0. Looking to tally on a little support here in the early stages of this game. A little bit of a Friends intro. We're all friends out here, aren't we?
Liam Valente, maybe not feeling that way, but him and Tyler Duke, anything but friends.
Either way, way to take a hit, way to soak a penalty there. Tyler Duke very aware of the situation. Wolverines possibly able to capitalize here. TJ Hughes spreads his legs extra wide at the draw, looking to get low. Not low enough as he loses this draw, but Slukinski hops on this one, only killing 3 seconds on the clock. Sit there and think about what you did is the sign behind Liam Valeni. Bad boy. Wolverines now with possession, looking to establish a nice little power play here. Puck over to Truscott at the point. Just a bad pass. Oh, and Truscott's going to get flagged for a tripping here as he chops down Owen Michaels. Michaels churning those legs. 4-on-4 hockey instead for about 1:35.
Owen Michaels doing what he does best, just mixing things up. You know, Truscott doesn't want to take the penalty, but maybe preferential to allowing Michaels to have a 1-on-0 breakaway opportunity on Cameron Corpy as it looked like it was about to be.
It all started with a bad pass from Evan Werner on the half wall. Looks for Truscott at the point. Truscott getting off balance. The puck hops away from him. Michaels chases after it himself, and Truscott immediately gets the feet, and gets a trip. 4-on-4 hockey. Wolverines now in their defensive zone. Owen Michaels, the man that just drew the penalty, steps into the neutral zone looking to build a little zone entry. Bump now with the puck. Going to dump this one into the corner for Michaels. Now to Kramer. Shifsky puts the body on Kramer. Puck now at the point for the Broncos. Bump with possession. Bump, nice little stop-start to get by Moldenhauer. Not enough to fool Edwards, though. Kramer now, he's going to look for Slukinski, not able to find him. But with possession it is. Duke pins his man on the wall. And here comes Edwards now with possession. Wolverines get a nice little fresh set of legs. Moldenhauer now with the puck. In the offensive zone, he's going to fire this one back for Rio Mullen. Wolverines staying patient in their own zone. Whitelaw with the puck. Looking for a little breakout. He's going to find Edwards, or Edwards it is. Whitelaw now with possession. Stretch pass, shoots just a little bit wide. Broncos working the other way. Fantilli cuts his man off. Going to give this one up to Rio Mullen. Almost a little knee-on-knee contact there with Washi. Here comes Fantilli, tripped up. Fans want to call, not going to get one. A little bit of acting there. Displeased fans. Western Michigan is going to have the extra man for about 20 seconds here. 4 minutes left to play in this third period. Here comes Washi, bodied off to the wall by Fantilli. Duke battling hard in the corner. This puck is stagnant, not going anywhere. Except into the hands of Hallam. Sent the length of the ice for Slukinski for the Broncos to regroup. 5-on-5 hockey, 3:39 left to play in this first period. Truscott gets off the ice just in time for too many men. Broncos working their way around the Michigan net. Couple bodies collide. Hughes coming the other way. The flag man earlier as he pulls up, waiting for some support. He's going to look for Truscott on the stretch pass. Sends this one into the corner. Nice little fancy move to get by his guy. Puck on net, steered away by Slukinski. Haiti dumps this one back into the Western defensive zone. Western now with possession. Looking rink wide is Knubel. But here comes Estapa, moving his feet. Stop start. Not much support around him, though, as he rims his puck around the boards. Tanner Rowe putting his share in. Edwards now with the puck in the defensive zone. Curls around Slukinski. Stops behind his net. Waiting for a little bit of support. Not going to find it. Looks right, looks left. Finally sends this puck up to Whitelaw, who tips it over to Slukinski, who's been busy handling the puck tonight in net. Whitelaw with possession. He's going to share this one up to Hagee. Hagee stops, starts. Dumps this one, turns and fires into the corner. Moldenhauer. Puck on net, sent up front. Little battle. Fantilli with the puck. Hagee battling for it, and it's ultimately sat on by Slukinski with a couple pushes and shoves in front of the Western nets. 1 minute 56 play.
Pretty solid composure there by Hampton Slukinski in net. Coming a little bit outside of the blue ice, puck in the crease. And just to get his big paw on it, it seems.
Hot potato jumping around up front. Slukinski able to get on top of that one. Wolverines still buzzing. Shots are 10-6, 1:56 left to play in the first period. Wolverines up 1-0. Big paw. I like that terminology for the catcher. Slukinski and his brother, Hampton and Grant. Grant's going to take this face off, but he's going to lose it. Edwards now, the defenseman for the Wolverines, going to dish this one off to Truscott. Truscott fires this one down to and past Slukinski on the half wall now with the puck. Going to fire this one wide. Truscott fans on this one. To Moldenhauer. Gets past Shifsky. Edwards. Fired along the wall, Truscott. Going to put his rear end on the wall to stop this puck from getting any further, but here comes Slukinski working the other way. Edwards is going to stick this puck, steered off into the corner. Slukinski still with possession now. Up to Moldenhauer is tipped. Sharp fires this one back into the corner. Broncos with possession behind the Wolverine net. Slukinski working hard down there. Hagee not able to control this one. Edwards with possession now behind the Wolverine net. 50-50 puck. Jacob Truscott steps in to help. Who wants this one more? Move those feet, gentlemen. Jacob Truscott has it now as he squirts this one out ultimately, and it will be sent rink wide. Just about 2 inches before the red line, not quite icing territory, and the Broncos are working the other way in Sharp. Sharp blazes past Wolders, ultimately to meet that brick wall of a D-line. Ernestine now on the half wall with the puck. He's going to dish this one up to LaPointe. LaPointe's going to chip this one into the Bronco zone. Edwards getting off the ice for a change, but here comes LaPointe with a little bit of speed to him. Draper shoots into the trapper of Slukinski. 11.7 seconds left to play in this first period.
Keenan Draper, why not? With the slap shot from the point. Time winding down, you got to see if you can get anything started. The Wolverines content with this first period, though, should all things remain the same. Actually, a 2-goal swing, Luke, despite being 1-0.
A 2-goal swing. It is 1-0. Wolverines still lead. 11.7 seconds left to play here. Obviously, the goal called off because of a delayed offside. Wolverines got a little bit lucky. They're going to lose this draw, though. 8-7 seconds left to play here. Truscott in the neutral zone. Here comes Bump with 3 seconds left on the clock. Bump makes a move. Truscott grabs the puck. The buzzer rings, and that is period 1 over. Wolverines up 1-0, out shooting the Broncos. 10-6. We'll be back in 20 minutes with more action, but for now, the Wolverines take a lead to the locker room, which could have easily been a 1-1 game.
Certainly could have easily been a 1. Special teams goals, though.
Looks like the Wolverines are taking care of their zone, their net pretty well. Only 6 shots for the Broncos, 10 shots for the Wolverines. Looks like a well-rounded hockey game thus far for the Wolverines. But there are 40 minutes left to play. This game is a very long one, and things can change like that.
In an instant, indeed. I'd love your opinion on this, Luke. Something that I've felt about this team thus far, and getting to call, I think this is now my 5th game of the semester, maybe 4th.
Wow.
I'm not a math major, so don't quote me on it. But this is a team without an Adam Fantilli, without a Luke Hughes,
sure,
without maybe some of the quote-unquote star power that previous iterations of Michigan hockey. The thing that I've loved out of a team that's had this hot start. Of course, Michigan at 9-3-1 thus far this season. One thing that I've loved, though, has been kind of the level of team play. No hero ball.
Sure. Stronger
defensive anchorage than in maybe some previous years. Are you seeing that from this team? The implementation of Brendan Arato's scheme come along in his 2nd, 3rd year. What do you think has been the difference maker? Because this is the hottest start the Wolverines have had in some time.
Sure, and this is still a fairly young Wolverine team. Wolverine teams of the past have always been young, have been youthful. A lot of young freshmen, sophomore, junior standout players. Not a plenty amount of seniors on this team. But everyone plays their role is what is important in this Norato system of the Wolverine hockey program. Defense did their job in that first period, only 6 shots. Well, offense did theirs, a goal and 10 shots. It seems like a well-gelled team, a team that knows how to play together, knows how to work on the penalty kill, knows how to work on the power play. It seems like a team that knows what they want, how to do it. I mean, they're ranked 6th in the country thus far for a reason, aren't they? So, I mean, we got two periods to play. I mean, do you see anything that the Wolverines need to clean up on in these 2 left, John?
I'd love to see kind of getting some pucks in deep a little more, maybe something that's a cliche to any hockey player who's ever played the game. But Western, what they've done so well, 1-0, the score off a nifty Will Felicio shot. Michigan hasn't been able to set up and cycle the puck as much as they'd like to. Western gets those sticks in passing lanes, gets bodies in gap schemes, in zones. Sometimes Michigan, you got to play the gritty game. You got to get that puck in and put helmet to hat, Hat to hat. Excuse me. I got there. I'd love to see Michigan kind of engage Western along the boards and bring out some of that gritty play.
That's right. The Wolverines dumping the puck in. Slukinski got a lot of work on the behind his net, playing the puck plenty. Looking to take a little bit of weight off that is the Bronco team as they spread the puck often, work on those breakout passes, and they look to establish more offensive pressure for the Broncos in this second period.
Brendan Naranjo used to always tell us that 90% of the game is played within 2 feet of the boards. Something Western might jack up to 99%, it feels like at times.
It's a physical game. You got to make your money where your money's earned, and that money is made in the trenches, is made in the corners, is made on the half wall. Whoever wins those 50-50 puck battles will get rewarded with wide open shot attempts in the slot and other like opportunities. But the Wolverines have done a nice job thus far winning those battles. But Zamboni's taking their time here. We got 11 minutes left in the intermission. Not sure what the delay is, but little ice dance that they'll do, clean the surface up, and we'll be back underway in about 12 minutes here.
Yeah, Luke, nobody's revving the engines. I know that you're a former Zamboni pro yourself. We need a breakdown here. What's going on?
Oh, I'm not sure. I've only done the double Zamboni play a couple times. I was more of a solo guy out there, and these are new technologies too here. They got ice leveling technology on the back of their Zambonis. I had to manually do that. These are really bougie. These guys are spoiled. Let's see if they'll get. I'm not sure. They're just cruising around out there. But the Broncos, we were talking about it prior to this game, sporting their Tootsie Roll colored jerseys. Nice bold font up front. You said it was what? It was one of the better jerseys in college, if not the best?
Well, I was misquoted. I meant Michigan Tech. I'm a defender of Michigan Tech jerseys.
Well, you hear that roar as the couple Michigan football highlights play on the big screen. What's going on here?
I think we might have a special appearance, Luke.
Who do we got? Makari Page, interception right there. The highlights are rolling, fans on their feet. They want to see a couple Wolverine football players. And I believe that's what we'll have, too.
I see a whole lot of bodies in the locker room walking area, if that's what you want to call it. Yost, of course, only one locker room.
So that's probably our answer right there to the delayed Zamboni, as here come the Michigan Wolverine football program. A warm welcome to Yost as they get a standing O. Here come Sharon Moore and company. Listen to this place roar. Sharon Moore with a microphone in hand. Let's see what he's got to say to the Wolverine faithful. Wow, Yost is jumping tonight.
burden to bear for these old bones.
Old but lively. This place can still get going. Yost is excited to see the Wolverine football program, and they are even more excited to see a Wolverine hockey team with a 1-0 lead headed into the second period. A little bit longer of an intermission than we had anticipated, but quite a rewarding one considering what the men's football program did today in Columbus.
Makes a little more sense now why the Zambonis weren't getting fired up. I guess they got the call. Stand down.
Wait your turn. We got a couple football guys that almost took a tumble out there, trying to pin up a couple guys against the glass. I saw the guys getting physical down there.
Oh, yeah. Saw a feigned slap shot.
That's right.
Obviously an homage to Keenan Draper's slap shot with 13 seconds to go in the first period. Good to know they were watching.
Two very hard-hitting sports.
Oh, as hard-hitting as it gets, Luke.
The age-old argument, who hits harder, hockey or football?
I know a couple rugby guys who might have
a word to chime in.
I might have a word as well.
That's
but
right.
I mean, if you ask me.
Yeah, what do you think?
I think my career as a baseball player was probably the most physically intimidating athletic event that there is. You know, running from first base to second base, it really
takes a
you
toll
out.
on the body, absolutely.
I mean, honestly, I'm stunned that I can stand here in front of you today, Luke.
I know, I appreciate you being here with me. Nowhere else I'd rather be on a Saturday night. This kid is sporting a Lions sweatshirt. I also am very fond of that.
Wolverines. Turnover by Roby, picked up by Luca Fantilli, and he'll send it down for Marcus Stoppa to instigate a chase. Rowe now grabbing it up off the far side boards. Working alongside are the Broncos. Dumping it in now. Fantilli recovers behind his own net. Michigan looking for something. Tanner Rowe at center ice. He'll have an opportunity to make a play. Dumps it in. Chasing after it is Estapa. Estapa working on the near side corner. He recovers the puck, looking for something. 3 Broncos on him. He won't be able to do it. Brother of Cole Knuble, Cam Knuble, recovers, and the puck skitters all the way down for an icing behind the Wolverines' net.
A little action-packed battle. First couple 3 minutes of this period. Wolverines with 12 shots, doubling the shot attempts of the Western Michigan Bronco team, 12 to 6 of the shots. Wolverines want another goal here. Let's see if they can tally onto their lead in this frame.
One back by Michigan. That shot fired wide from the point. Jackson Hallam picks it up behind the own net. Looks for a racing Tyler Duke, but just out of his grasp. And Duke will have to carry it out back to his own defensive zone. And the Wolverines have the opportunity to restart now. Marcus Stoppa coming down on the far side, Evan Werner, 91 to 94. The numbers get mixed up. Up to the point to Jacob Truscott. He'll fling one in at the feet of Hallam. He can't recover it for a shot. But the Broncos cannot break out. TJ Hughes sends it back behind the net. Truscott now in the near side corner. He'll fire one aside. That one, nothing doing. Back into
Jackson Hallam flings that one up in the air. Who he put on. And the Wolverines are up 2-0. What a goal. Way to capitalize there. Wolverines strike second. 2-0.
2-0 shots, 14-6 the way of the Wolverines. 15:37 left to go in this eventful second period. The Zebras have seen enough. Keenan Draper kicked out of the face-off dot. It'll be Tim Washi against Philippe Lapointe. Philippe Lapointe, that is. Always a lover of the French language. Had to take it in school.
Did ya?
Oh, yeah. That draw one back by Western, and now we'll have,
I believe that's a trip.
I concur, an opportunity for the Broncos to answer. Philip Lapointe in the box for 2 minutes for slashing. Western, the chance to cut the deficit in half here. And just a little too strong on the stick was Philip Lapointe. As we'll have Marcus Stoppa facing off against Garrett Sidlowski. Excuse me, scratch that. Owen Michaels, 34 minus 24. Michaels with a little bit of the left jersey tuck there had me guessing.
It's good style.
Excellent style, courtesy of Michaels.
There you
go. The Northville native.
Ooh.
He'll be kicked out for Tristan Lemieux, though. The referee is not liking his style, I guess. That one back by the Wolverines. Unable to be cleared by Hunter Haiti, though. Marcus Stoppa brings the puck into the far boards, attempts another clearance. That one won't go. Slap shot blocked away by Jacob Truscott.
Great block.
Scholand up at the point, sends one over to Valente. Valente to the far side. Back to the point, onto the net front for Michaels. That pass just skitters away, and we'll have a little extracurricular, Luke.
Estapa gets chopped in the face a little bit there. Estapa, our resident tough guy, big grinder, likes to get his hands dirty, and took a little cross-check in the upper regions. That'll feel good. Second Wolverine power play, or penalty kill unit that is, comes out onto the ice. Minute 37 left in the kill. Looking to completely fend this one off.
Refs here not liking what they're seeing from the face-off dot, apparently. That was Keenan Draper on Owen Michaels, and the puck goes down, but a whistle kills it anyways. The linesman will have to go and recollect the puck that went skittering to the far side. And finally, we'll have one go. That one back by the Wolverines, cleared away by Marcus Stoppa. 1:30 to go here, as the Broncos will have to get it started from the other end. Scholand sends one over to Alex Bump. Bump now up to Lemieux. Lemieux attempts to stop at a dime. That one won't go. He'll fall to the ice. Battling on the far boards are the Wolverines and the Broncos. Still at the boards is Lemieux. Lemieux sends it to the near side boards. On the half wall they battle. Again, 4-5, call it. Broncos and Wolverines make something happen. And now a clearance from the defensive zone goes up and out of play. And the Wolverines will have to do it all over from their defensive end.
Wolverines looking good thus far on their penalty kill. Officials motioning over. They're going to congregate here and talk about possibly another, or just a, oh yeah, they were talking about an intentional puck over the glass and a possible penalty as that puck was tipped. Got lucky there.
Michigan gets away with one. 53 seconds to go. Near side dot in the offensive zone for the Broncos. Estapa battling for it now, again on his knees. He takes a swipe at it, won't go. Vasainen at the point for the Broncos. Vasainen looking, shooting, tipped aside. That was Tim Washi trying to get it onto the net front, won't go. Now back end to neutral ice. Western starting it all over once again. The puck lands at the feet of Jacob Truscott. He can't clear it. And now Garrett Slakinski sends it over. Back up to the point now for Slakinski. He'll rip a shot. That one off the knee of Jacob Truscott. A big block. And out of play once more. Two big blocks for Jacob Truscott in this defensive stand for Michigan.
Yeah, it's a Wolverine penalty kill unit that is working ever so effortlessly. Sacrificing bodies, clearing pucks. This is a Wolverine penalty kill that's looking great thus far. Western Michigan with no answers on the offensive end of things, but they'll have their first power play unit out there against this Wolverine PK2. See what they can do here.
Owen Michaels, Alex Bump, Tristan Lemieux, your forward line on this power play one for the Broncos. Manning the blue line, Vasainen and Scholand. As the Broncos attempt to break out, they'll dump it in behind the Wolverines' net, but it'll come up and out of play after a response by the Wolverines. Michigan back to full strength. 13-10 to play here. Michigan up 2-0 over Western at Yost Ice Arena. Racing after it is Lemieux. He'll collect the puck. Charging behind the net and sending one in front is Lemieux. That won't go. near side half boards. The Wolverines battling for it with the Broncos. How many times can we call that one tonight? Bump attempts to force a pass to the net front. That won't slide. Now Philip Lapointe attempts to clear it, but from his own end, it'll be an icing, and Michigan pinned in its defensive end for these last couple of minutes, Luke.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's all effective through the penalty kill that they just faced. 12 minutes, 44 seconds left to play in this period. Wolverines with a 2-goal cushion, still dictating play, but Western piling it on after an unsuccessful power play.
TJ Hughes wins that one back. Working it now is Tyler Duke. He'll send a cross-ice pass up to Evan Werner. Werner dumps it in, chases after it for himself alongside Hughes. Now back behind the net is Hughes. He'll attempt a pass for, I believe that was Will Whitelaw on the net front, but not collectible. And as the Broncos clear it out, Luca Fantilli will chase down an icing. And flip-flop we go back to the other end.
There you go. Wolverines now get a chance of their own to dictate some offensive zone play. Garrett Sedlowski on the ice. There you go. Not a name that has popped up lately. Great kid, great family, love him.
Face-off won by the Broncos. The power of Sedlowski. He'll take it in down the near side. Attempts a nice little deke. Now a second. That one gets tripped up by Michigan, but Sedlowski making an impact all the same early on for the Broncos. Cross-ice pass won't go for Cam Kanuba. He'll chase after it behind the Wolverine net. Recovered by Will Felicio, the opening goal scorer of tonight's game. Felicio attempts a backhanded pass in the offensive zone. That one won't go. Collected now by Washi. Washi sends one into the middle of the ice, and Nick Moldenauer will dump it up out of play. And it seems like it was tipped away, so again, Michigan avoiding any sort of trouble.
That's right. Shingothi, or not Shingothi, excuse me, Sedlowski with a nice little move in the offensive zone. Never known him to be a skill guy, but a nice little move. Not able to put the puck on net.
Hat-to-hat for Tim Washi and Marcus Stappa. Stappa gets the better of Washi this time around, but Michigan still hemmed into its own defensive zone. Broncos giving succinct pressure indeed. Collected by Washi. That one a shot from the point by the Broncos. Won't go. A big body collision. And now William Whitelaw will attempt to chase after it. He wants a call. That one won't go. Clean play by the Broncos to disrupt a cross-ice pass. Bringing it in now is Hakarainen. Hands free. Attempts a shot. Sticked aside by Dakota Rue Mullen. Now a cross-ice pass. Lands at the feet of TJ Hughes. He can't corral it. Back and forth we go. Both teams looking for some sort of blow here. Picked up now by...
Oh, heads up.
That was Zach Narig. And a little bit of a collision at the net front, Luke.
Yeah, Jackson Hallam spills himself into the Michigan net. Corpy almost got his legs taken out. Keep that head on a swivel out there, but we'll do it all again as this draw comes into the neutral zone, luckily for the Wolverines.
Brandon Dorado, as a freshman, called Jackson Hallam the Ferrari without brakes. Hallam, multiple family members in Division I track and field. And you can imagine specifically the track side of things. The brakes not working there, though.
No, not at all.
To Cameron Corpy's dismay.
All gas. No brakes. It's not a bad thing, is it?
Not when you've got hands and speed like Hallam. Grant Slakinski on Keenan Draper. A little bit of a tie-up in the neutral zone face-off, and the Wolverines come away the better of it. Recovered at neutral ice by Vasanainen of the Broncos. Up to Wyatt Shingothi. A dump, and the Wolverines will recover. Up to center ice is Keenan Draper now. He'll attempt a shot. That one sticked aside, goes way high. But the Wolverines will earn an offensive zone draw out of the mess.
Kick is up, and it is good by Keenan Draper right there. Just like the Wolverine field goal unit today. Not so much the Ohio State field goal unit, but all the same, Wolverines have an offensive face-off opportunity. Up 2-0 here, 10:22 left to play in the second. That's 3 points right there.
Michigan looking to put up a 3 of their own, 1 goal away as Owen Michaels wins that draw for the Broncos. Racing in now is Alex Bump on the near side boards. He'll be pulled down by Evan Werner. Just the battles that define two college hockey titans. Still working at his bump. He'll send it back up to the point. Now a shot on net. That one gloved aside.
Look out.
And Cameron Corpy, a little more action in his own net front. He's battling a number of elements, brown, white, Bronco, and Wolverine. As Michigan escapes danger, but not before Robbie Drasner can bring it in for the Broncos. Alex Bump collecting it on the far side boards. That one hops right over his stick, and now it'll be Zach Sharp looking to work it in for the Broncos. Errant pass collected by Ethan Edwards in the defensive zone, and the Wolverines will retain possession in the D zone. Shot goes wide after an errant pass is intercepted, and behind the net the Broncos will work. Finally collected by Nick Moldenauer, and he'll dump it in for a fresh set of legs for Michigan. Cam Knuble missed offside. Oh, we'll get a whistle.
Field goes good again. That puck is sent up into the netting. We have had a couple more physical minutes of play here as the Broncos and Wolverines trade some bodily contact. These guys want it today. These guys increasing the physicality. Broncos looking to jumpstart their offense. Not successful thus far, but it's a long night. Still 30 minutes of hockey left to play. Wolverines getting the better half of the first, but it's two half of these games, and we got one to go.
Just 53 seconds past the halfway mark of tonight's game. Wolverines lead 2-0 with 9:07 left to go in this second period. Shots are 13-8 the way of Michigan. Maybe not as many shots as we normally see out of this Wolverine crew. All the same, they'll take the current standing. But as they say, the worst lead in any sport is 2-0. Michigan, they'd like to pull away. Put a field goal up on that scoreboard.
Put a field goal up on them. Dominic Zvada. Don't get
Broncos certainly in no hurry. Much time left on the board.
A good old hockey game. You know the song?
I'm familiar. Neutral zone face-off on the near side, offsides. Michael Hage, he'll lose that one to Tim Washy, the captain of these Broncos. And now another puck out of play. That one bounced off the stick of Eero Hakarainen, left winger from Espoo, Finland. Not often you get to call a game for a number of players from the Nordics. We'll have Hage on Washy yet again. That one won back by Western Michigan. And a little bit of hot potato puck comes onto the stick of Kramer. He'll send it up to his Bronco compatriot Tim Washy. That one won't go. Now behind the net is Washy. Dispossessed of the puck by Nick Moldenauer. Moldenauer sends it up and back to center ice. Slow to get up is Moldenauer, limping a little bit, but he'll stay on as Washy brings it in down the near side boards. Back behind the net is Washy alongside Ethan Walters. Walters working for it in the near corner. Collected by Jacob Truscott, and the Wolverines will attempt to do something. Tyler Duke brings it in down center ice. Nick Moldenauer dumps it behind the net for Garrett Shifsky. Shifsky back up to the point to Estapa. Estapa fires a shot into the glove of Hampton Slakinski, and the Wolverines will have an offensive zone draw.
Need some possession here in this offensive zone for the Wolverines. Got to come away with this draw. Put pucks on net. 15 shots through 1.5 periods of play. A 3-goal lead would be nice and comfy for the Wolverines. 2-0 again is not enough to defeat the number 7 team in the country.
Michigan looking for the split as we see Grant Slakinski on Mark Estapa. Estapa in a tie-up, nearly got the better of him. But it's Zach Narek who comes away with the puck. Hard hit at center ice by Tanner Rowe will send the Wolverines into possession Rose still looking to lay the body on Narig. Behind the net is Estapa. Estapa up to Rowe. Rowe on the near side half board. Up to Fantilli, who attempts a shot from the point. Now battling in front of it. In front of the net is Estapa. The puck skitters away out of safety, and the Broncos will have a chance to respond. Working on it now is Zach Narig behind the net. Narig dispossessed by Tanner Rowe. And now Marcus Estapa looking for Will Whitelaw, who kind of has a little bit of a roll of the head and eyes. Whitelaw could have had a potential breakaway there. Estapa couldn't have his head up in time to make the pass, and now we'll get an icing.
Yeah, Whitelaw looked a little displeased there that Estapa didn't share that puck a lot earlier as he drifted offside as the Wolverines went for a change. Potential for an odd man rush right there. Whitelaw not able to receive a pass and enter the zone, but the Wolverines do have an offensive zone draw here.
You know, it's a tough pass to make for Marcus Estapa. There were two Broncos on front of him.
Sure.
Maybe a bit of a slow developing play. The speed of Whitelaw can get a little difficult to work with as that one's won back to the point by the Wolverines. A shot won't go. Gloved away by Slakinski. That one coming from the stick of Jackson Hallam. And Zach Narig, a little bit of extracurriculars, grabbing a stick of Hallam and trying to drag him out to center ice.
Yeah, Slukinski saw that puck all the way through. No, not an ounce of traffic in front of the Bronco net. Goalie sees that shot from the point. He's going to stop it 10 times out of 10. Offensive draw yet again.
It'll be Hughes on Washi. Hughes wins that one back to Will Felicio. Felicio dancing along the blue line. He'll send it over to Jackson Hallam, who dumps it in down low. Evan Werner alongside TJ Hughes. Back up to the point is Edwards. Edwards to Hughes. Hughes fires one onto the net front, tipped by Werner and sticked aside by Slakinski. Back behind the net we go, picked up by Ethan Walters, and we'll have a breakout by the Broncos. Walters dispossessed by Felicio. Sending it back to center ice for Krusberg Rosine. Rosine loses it, and Evan Werner will recollect. He'll send a pass to Ethan Edwards, who gets met at the line of scrimmage, the blue line of the defensive zone for the Wolverines. And now the Broncos will have an offensive opportunity. Racing onto the net front is Western Michigan. Now a battle along the boards, a leveling hit by Jackson Hallam will send Tristan Lemieux to his behind as Hallam clears it away. Icing, no doing. Although Western may have wanted it. Now back up to Owen Michaels in the offensive zone. Tape-to-tape pass for Western. Keenan Draper now repossessing it in the defensive zone. He'll send it over to Tyler Duke, who dumps it in behind the net for Western. And now a scramble in the offensive zone for the puck. Picking it up is Alex Bump. Racing in down the near side is Bump. He'll be met by Jacob Truscott with the body. And no one seemingly can retain possession. TJ Hughes now will try his hand, attempts a deke. That one won't go anywhere. It's Western's puck once more. Hendricks. Up to his counterpart, Cam Knuble on the near side boards. That puck falls back onto the stick of Robbie Drasner at the point. He'll send it back in down low. Slow churning Western offense doing what it does best. Drasner pinches now, sends a shot, and that one will be gloved respectively by Cam Corpy.
Yeah, Keenan Draper taking two Western defenders on his own, 1-on-2 opportunity, not able to split the D. But a nice little offensive possession there by the Wolverines, threatening the strike, and Corpy facing only 9 shots this game, but after that little fluke, he's stood tall thus far, and it's good to see for the young Wolverine netminder.
Wake-up call came for Cameron Corpy. He didn't hit snooze.
He did not.
Of course, supported by what has been a strong defensive showing thus far for Michigan.
Yes.
That face-off on the near ice. Offensive zone dot for the Broncos, a tie-up, but they'll retain possession into the offensive zone. Working a lot on the near boards, Tanner Rowe comes away with it. He'll dump it for William Whitelaw. Whitelaw racing in on Sharp. They'll stop up on the near side corner, and Marcus Stoppa, excuse me. How many times can we call that name tonight? He'll have an opportunity now right on the net front after a turnover as William Whitelaw, he sails it high and a little bit of a surrender pose.
Oh, man. Puck turned over net front. Whitelaw had it sitting on a silver platter for him up there. Let's check this replay out. Yeah, hit the back skates of a Western defender. Whitelaw turns, fires. Oh, nice little save by Slukinski. Whitelaw's not able to beat him over his right shoulder. Nice pressure by the Wolverines, tallying their 18th shot on the night.
Near side offensive zone dot on the left for the Wolverines. One back by Michael Hage, up to the point for Jacob Truscott. Truscott attempts the shot, bodied away on the net front. And Western escaping something there. Now finally repossessed by Tyler Duke, but his errant pass won't go, and now it's Western puck into the offensive end. Duke battling alongside the far boards with Michael Hage, looking to extract the puck from that dangerous zone. Finally now, Nick Moldenauer plays a little bit of a baseball move and sends it back out to center ice. Ethan Walters now picking it up, takes it into the offensive zone for Western. Another battle yet again. It's become a gritty one here in Yost Ice Arena. Michigan leads 2-0. No glitz and glam as finally a clearance will lead to a Nick Moldenauer opportunity. Moldenauer drops one off for Michael Hage. Hage to Shifsky, a shot. That one patted away by Hampton Slakinski. The freshman keeping his team in it. Now a tape-to-tape pass for Western. That one picked up by Dakota Room Mullen. Sends it over to Keenan Draper, who can't handle it. Draper now leaving it on accident for Owen Michaels, who has that one taken away by Josh Ernestey. Ernestey working on his own. He'll draw a penalty.
Delayed call
in the offensive zone, maybe a hooking call.
Let's see what we got here. A well-mustached official. There you go. Michigan threatening to score, too. Tic-tac-toe in the offensive zone is Hage to Shifsky, who is steered away by Slukinski. But honestly, as a goalie, that's a very easy play to make, as Slukinski can read that cross-ice pass. A lot of time, as Hage should have just opted to shoot that puck in the slot. It's a much easier save, although he was sprawling. It's an easier save, an easier play to read, but Wolverines, we got a power play here, so see if they can strike.
Your first line, TJ Hughes, Jackson Hallam, Evan Werner, alongside Jacob Truscott and Michael Hage, the point man. Right back to Hage. He'll send it to Jacob Truscott on the near side point. Back up to Hage. Hage to Truscott. Truscott down low to Werner. Back up to Truss. Hage over to Hallam. Hallam down low to Hughes. Hughes working on the far boards up to Truscott. Truscott sends one for Evan Werner. That one fanned on. Nothing doing. The shot never even saw Slakinski. Back up to the point now for Truscott. Truscott sends it to Hughes on the far side boards. Now down low to Hage. Hage working it in front. Back up top to Truscott. Methodical here for the Wolverines. At the point is Hage. Hage sends one down low to Hallam. Hallam back up to Hage. Hage to Truscott. He'll rip a shot. That one stick to side. Puck lands back onto the stick of Truscott. He'll send it low to Werner. Werner working now behind the net front to Hallam. Hallam attempts to send one in front. That won't go. And now the puck will skitter out to center ice, where Jacob Truscott will have to reset. Garrett Shifsky coming on in a change for the Wolverines. Still your same group otherwise. TJ Hughes working it at the point. Sends it down low to Werner. Werner attempts a nifty little shot. That one just high, and back out to center ice we go once again. Now Hughes, cross ice pass to Will Felicio. Felicio back up to Captain Truscott. Truscott with a shot. That one skitters just wide. And finally, a true clearance by Western.
Great pressure by the Wolverines through a minute 40 of the power play here.
16 seconds to go. The Wolverines will have one last rush in their bones if they can muster it. Nick Moldenauer drops it off for Garrett Shifsky. Shifsky up to Whitelaw. That one to Edwards. Far side, Edwards to Felicio. Time expiring. A shot by Will Whitelaw just short. And now as Scholund comes out of the box at center ice, Ethan Edwards will elect to be a little more careful. And a tough kill by Western Michigan. 40 seconds left in this period. Now Alex Bump taking it on the near side. Tries to cut to the net front. He'll send the puck ahead. That one picked up and sent back down by Nick Moldenauer. Moldenauer up to Keenan Draper. He's all alone. Sends a pass to Tyler Duke. Duke with free hands attempts a shot. That one sticked aside by Slakinski. 20 seconds to go now. Michigan not letting up any inch on the battlefield. Near side LaPointe battling for it on the boards. And Cam Kanuba will chip that one out of play. 10 seconds to go in this period. Tyler Duke will bring it around his own net, and he'll take a stick to the face. And skating straight to the box is Alex Bump.
No doubt about it. Puts his hand on the box. Knows he's guilty. As the former Ohio State transfer, Tyler Duke is sticked in the face. I'll tell you what, I lost my front two teeth with a stick to the face. That doesn't feel great, and even though Tyler Duke has a cage on, that's enough to take him off the puck and draw another 2 minutes here for the Wolverine power play unit.
3 seconds to go. Maybe if everything goes right, the Wolverines will have a chance at one shot.
That's right.
But a meaningful penalty headed into a third period where Western needs to get offense going. Of course, can't be more of a 180 to that than drawing a penalty that will eclipse a minute and 57 seconds. Western Michigan wins the faceoff courtesy of Tim Washi. And we'll head to the third period. Shots on goal, 19 for Michigan, 9 for Western Michigan. 2-0 your Wolverines lead. And they're not done just yet. Michigan, a minute 57 on the power play when we return in this third period in just about 12 minutes. I don't think, Luke, that the Michigan football team will make a second appearance. Do you?
They've only got 12 minutes on the clock right now. That's about 8 minutes, 7 minutes for these Zambonis to do their job. I don't know. We might have the Michigan wrestling team stop by. A lot of guests out here tonight. Yost is feeling good, and this Wolverine team acting ever so linearly. I don't know if that's a word. Linearly. 1 goal in the first, 1 goal in the second, 19 shots, out shooting the Broncos 19-9. Great work here by the Wolverine program thus far. 20 minutes to go.
Michigan answering well, this time about 24 hours ago in Kalamazoo. Of course, a home and home for the two teams. But 24 hours ago, they were headed to the locker room down 4-0. So certainly a different environment tonight in Ann Arbor.
That's right. It's got to feel good to play at home when the whole city of Ann Arbor is feeling really good. It's a different environment. You play different at home in front of your own fans. You play different when the vibes are shifted, and the Wolverine hockey program looking solid thus far through 40 minutes. Looking really good. And as we have a little skills competition on the ice, you'd be surprised to learn that it's not as slippery right now as you would think it is. This ice is all chopped up. We Heart Connor and Team Impact behind the Wolverine bench. I think Connor was the honorary team captain that they signed to like a one-day contract or something. It's a great gesture by the Wolverines, though.
I believe so. Michigan, of course, affiliated with Team Impact for a number of years now in the Ann Arbor area, something that they, I believe, will look to continue to do into the future. Of course, Michigan head coach Brandon Naurato, the CEO of this team, was affiliated with Team Impact, of course, this year, earlier in his head coaching career, and even in previous tenures of previous head coaches. Team Impact has certainly played an incredible role in the success of this Michigan team and in the experience at Yost Ice Arena.
It is incredibly important to get the youth involved with this Michigan hockey program. I know the youth looks up to them, whether it be hockey. 10 minutes on the clock. Let these Zambonis do their work. Slap down a shiny piece of glass. Very beautiful out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yost is known for being hot, but it is a little chilly today.
I assume then, Luke, that you had the opportunity to play at Yost Ice Arena a number of times. Was it your experience that it was hot?
Oh, man. Sometimes I always play with like with a layer of clothes on under me, like Under Armour type. And when I played at Yost, going no Under Armour, I am dripping sweat after a game here. It is incredibly hot. But I'm sure the experience is a little bit different for these college kids with a super 9 yards. It's a different vibe in the building, different production levels, and these guys are working hard. I don't doubt that, but, you know, it's hot. I'll say that.
So maybe not as many two Zamboni days when you were playing. Recalled courtesy, courtesy of a.
Do you like stuffing?
I love stuffing.
Okay.
I think you know I wouldn't have stuffing every day of my life, but
Sure.
it's one of those things. Alongside the turkey, you know, I had this
Give
conversation.
me top 3 Thanksgiving foods.
You know, I think where people make a mistake here is they're gonna put like my grandma's mac and cheese in top 3, and you can have mac and cheese anytime.
No. It's a staple.
It's turkey, it's stuffing, and not in order maybe, but it's turkey, it's stuffing, and it's I don't even know what the third. Maybe apple pie, maybe pumpkin pie. What else do you have in pumpkin pie?
You like pumpkin pie?
It's all right. But I'm not going to sit up here and say mashed potatoes. I have review who's on the selfie cam before they put them on.
I thought that was the qualifications to it.
It's pretty
like
evident.
if you're doing something fun on the camera, then you get on. You're not just queuing up random people.
It feels pretty evident that that person is in their home. But anyways.
Yeah, look at these people are having fun. That's how you should do it. See, this kid's having fun.
Hard to not have fun after the events that transpired today.
We're having a great time. And we are not done yet either. We've got 20 minutes left to play. 1 minute 52 seconds left on the intermission clock. Let's have some more fun tonight, why don't we? All maize suit this guy's wearing. This guy looks like Curious George's. What was it? His dad? Who was he? I don't know. I haven't seen Curious George in forever. What's his relationship? I don't know. We're getting into the nitty-gritty of the Wolverine hockey game tonight. But nevertheless, the Wolverines stand alone on the scoreboard, 2-0 with 20 to play. Not quite over yet. Yeah. You doing some Curious George research for me?
Yeah, our in-depth analytics team here at the University of Michigan WCBN.
What do you got?
His name is Theodore Hans, also known as Ted Shackelford, the man in the yellow hat for Curious George.
What's his relationship? Is that his, is that his pet? Or does he treat him like a son? I don't remember.
We're gonna go with pet, but I feel like they have a deeper relationship.
ChatGPT it. We got to figure this out. We got 30 seconds before play is underway. But even if play is underway, we'll still get this answer for you because I'm dying to know this. Let's go blue. That is the chant that radiates throughout Yost Ice Arena tonight. 20 minutes left to play.
The Curious George wiki says that the man with the yellow hat is Curious George's caretaker, but also a father figure.
I will be your father figure, says George Michael. And the man with the yellow hat is the father figure. Let's hope the men in yellow helmets, or helmets that is, can bring this one home tonight. Minute 52 left on the Wolverine power play. 19:50 left to play in the third period as Corpy handles this one behind his own net, pressured by Washi. Wolverines looking to establish a little forecheck of their own. Truscott drop pass to Hagee. Hagee skating through the neutral zone. Still with possession. He's going to place himself at the point, over to Truscott. Truscott with the puck. He's going to look back over to Hagee. Hagee looking for a man down low. Puck up to Hughes in the slot. Puck loose. Slukinski able to spread those legs of his, sit down on that puck, and freeze it. Great scoring opportunity there by the Wolverines.
Can't ask for a better one than that. TJ Hughes wide open for a slot shot one-timed. Slukinski standing tall, the freshman. Only his 6th game.
The LA King draft pick, 2005 birth year. Wow, am I getting old. Shifsky, the draw man for the Wolverines. Minute 17 left on this Wolverine power play. 19:20 left on this game counter. Shifsky's kicked out of the draw. Moldenhauer will take it instead, and he will win this one back to Edwards. Edwards at the point. He's going to walk the line. Look for a little bit of help. It's Felicio. Felicio back to Edwards. Edwards. Pass tipped by Washi. Edwards still has the puck. He's going to dish it off to Felicio. Felicio on the half wall. Back to Edwards. Back to Felicio. Felicio walks in, shoots. Puck jumping around up in front of the Western net and eventually cleared by the Western defenders. Edwards behind the Wolverine net. Taking this puck himself. Skating on this very pretty surface of ice that they put down. Moldenhauer over to Shifsky with a head of steam. Going to get clogged up in the Bronco zone. Here come the Broncos. Not much help. Moldenhauer now with the puck. He's going to dish this one back to Edwards. Take it around his net himself. He's going to dish this one back to Moldenhauer. Moldenhauer. Pass back to Edwards. This one's going to be delayed offside. 10 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Broncos. We will have even strength hockey here. 18 minutes left to play in the period. Edwards sitting behind his net, the quarterback of the play. He's going to leave this one for Duke. Duke still waiting. Getting booed by about 10 Western Michigan fans as this puck goes the length of the ice. Keenan Draper not able to touch it. 17:46 left to play. Icing.
About as good of a penalty kill, Luke, as you could draw up if you're Western Michigan, aside from one little semi-high danger shot from TJ Hughes that was saved by Slukinski. Western hanging around exactly where you don't want to be if you're Michigan. You're looking for that knockout punch.
Well, we talked about it. Positive momentum shift for Western, killing off that penalty, but here comes Duke for the Wolverines, and he's bodied off to the wall. As the Broncos look to mount a little bit of pressure of their own, but Ernest remains this puck. He's going to put it on net, going to be blocked. Put a second chance opportunity back on net. Ooh, counter check, big hit by Ernest. Nice little body there. The fans love that. Oh, but we have a delayed call too. You got to presume that's on Ernest for an interference. Yep, Ernest flagged with an interference. I would call that a counter check, but that's why the refs get paid big bucks. Ernest will head to the box, and the Wolverines will take a seat. 2-minute penalty kill for the Wolverines, 17-18. 17-18 to play here in the third period.
So now Western with the opportunity to change the narrative. Maybe not the call I would have made, but if you're Josh Ernest, you can't make it so obvious that you're instigating that contact. I mean, I don't
like it.
I don't really see enough there that feels outrageous, especially, too. It was a clean check, no elbow.
It's a nice little counter hit by Ernest going into the corner for a puck battle. Quick shot on net. Steered off into the corner by Corpy. Puck cleared all the way. Ernest, the guilty party. 1 minute, 50 seconds left on the penalty kill here for the Wolverines. Here come the Broncos looking to establish a power play unit in their offensive zone. Cycling the puck around, puck at the point. Back to the half wall for Slukinski. He's going to dish this one up front. Wide open man. Fanned on it is Kramer, just a bit outside. Not able to bury this one. Rimmed the one around the wall back to Slukinski. Back to the point to Kramer. Kramer looking for a man back door. Shot, shoulder save. by Corpy. Way to get in front of that one, kid.
Cameron Kramer's got to be kicking himself after that play. It doesn't get any more open than that. Brian Kramer, excuse me.
Bump now with the puck. He's going to dump this one softly into the offensive zone. Owen Michaels, nice set of hands on him. He's going to tip this one, but here comes Shifsky and the Wolverines with a 2-on-1 opportunity. You hear that cheer. That is a delayed call on the Western Michigan Broncos as the hardworking Jackson Hallam was tripped up on his way to an odd man rush. Scholand, the guilty party. We will have 4-on-4 hockey for a minute 11 seconds. Yeah, you can't do that. Lazy play, you got to move those feet. Caught the man up. 16:07 left to play in this third.
Brutal if you're Western Michigan. Just keep getting in your own way.
That's right. Duke now at the point with the puck. He's going to dish this one over to Edwards. Edwards, quick shot into the gut of Slukinski. And another whistle.
But if you're Western Michigan, you saw a ripe opportunity there, courtesy of Brian Kramer at the other end. And now the speed of Jackson Hallam, of course, can be a little dizzying if you're manning the blue line for the Broncos, but can't take a tripping penalty there.
That you cannot. Shooting yourself in the foot here. With power play time left on the clock for Western Michigan, that was. But they win this draw. 4-on-4 hockey, high-flying action here. 15:55 left to play in this third period. This one's going to go the length of the ice, and another whistle. We'll do it again in the defensive zone for the Broncos.
And I think, too, 4-on-4 play, of course, is not only a little more painful for the Broncos, courtesy of squandering their own power play opportunity, but even more so, Michigan has the skill and the speed.
That's right.
To succeed in these 4-on-4 chances. More open ice, not preferable for Western style of play.
A lot of hard skaters, a lot of high-flying players on this Wolverine offense, but Western comes away with the draw, looking for a stretch pass for Washi. He's not able to retain that puck. But Western battling for it. Edwards now with possession. He's going to curl along the half wall. Skate his way, use his body well. Edwards, nice little toe drag. Not able to get a puck on net ultimately. But into the offensive zone he is. 8 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Wolverines will have a minute 11 on a power play. Man advantage here for the Wolverines. Western's going to hear the announcement, clear this one the length of the ice. Corpy settles this one behind his own net. Wolverines establishing a breakout. Stretch pass for Hughes. Hughes looking for a trailer. Hage is the trailer. Nice little move. Hage working into the offensive zone. He's going to pull up on the half wall. Nice little move around his man. Truscott at the puck. Back to Hughes. Truscott now. Gonna dish this one off over to the half wall. Puck quick on net. It's gonna be fired wide. Jackson Hallam, or not Jackson Hallam, excuse me. That's Evan Werner, that is, excuse me. Hallam's gonna give this one to Werner. Werner to Truscott. Truscott to Hage. Hage looking for a lane. Nice little glove save by Slukinski.
Hage, of course, always with that rocket of a shot. But from that distance and with no blockage in front, just a little bit of pitch and catch for Slukinski.
It's the easiest save in hockey right there. No traffic, right into the catching mitt. Routine save. 26-7 are your shots, led by the Wolverines. 2-0 the Wolverines lead. 14:22 left to play in this third period. Marcus stop at the draw man. 15 seconds left on the man. Advantage here for the Wolverines. Enough time to capitalize if they may, but the Broncos win this draw. Wolverines with the puck at the point. Rowe looking rink wide. Puck is sent into the gut. Covered by Slukinski.
Good timing, too, for the Wolverines. Exactly 1 second left on the penalty kill for Western. That'll give Michigan a chance to get set up still in a semblance of a 5-on-4.
Tyler Duke camping a little deeper than he would at the blue line, knowing that the Broncos have a man coming out of the box. He's got an eye on him. He knows he's there. Sholund waiting for his opportunity.
Duke staring right at Sholund.
Eyeing him down. Challenging him to race him on a one-on-one. This draw is going to be tied up by Marcus Stoppa, and one back to Truscott. Truscott loads up for a slap shot. He's going to dish this one off to Whitelaw. Rimmed around the wall is the Wolverines. Rowe at the point. He's going to fire this one toward the net. Stoppa with possession behind the net. Up to Truscott. Fires it on net. Tipped just a bit wide. Whitelaw settles it over to Duke. Duke walking the line. Puck blocked up front, and the Wolverines will regroup and get a line change as they send this one deep for Slukinski to handle. Skating hard are the Broncos, but harder is LaPointe working in the neutral zone. He's going to fend off Knubel. Stoppa's going to go for a change as the puck comes toward him. Fantilli now with possession to LaPointe. LaPointe chimps this one off the glass. Ernestine with possession. Wolverines with numbers. Draper with the puck. Wanted to give it back to Ernestine. Not able to corral that one, but the Broncos are working the other way now. Intercepted by Draper. Sholund going to dish this one off. And the Broncos are working the other way. Slukinski has possession. And he'll opt to take a step back into the neutral zone and dump this one into the corner for a battle with Fantilli. Puck over to Liam Mullen. Sent over to Shifsky. Shifsky dancing his way in the neutral zone. Chipped in by Moldenhauer. Settled by Slukinski. Nice little hit on the wall by Shifsky. This kid's flying around tonight. Hage dumps this one in. Western with possession. Owen Michaels working the other way. He's got numbers. Michaels looks net front. Nice save by Corpy. Steered wide. Oh, trailer man. And Moldenhauer's not found. Puck sent back up front. Felicio not able to find the net. Odd man rush wasted. Felicio looking for Moldenhauer. Moldenhauer with possession dumps this one in to get a line change.
Smart play there by Moldenhauer. Keeping the legs fresh and just sending it low.
Broncos working the other way, sporting their Tootsie Roll brown uniforms. Quite pretty they are. Wyatt Shingothi, the 14-year-old Notre Dame commit that terrorized my Little Caesars team, out there working his hardest. Soft dump by Hallam into the offensive zone. Broncos with possession now in their own right. Akarainen going to send this one across to Garrett Sidlowski. Fantilli with possession in the Wolverine corner. He's going to fan on this pass to Truscott, but he's will regain as Truscott dishes it back to him. Puck off the glass. This one may go rink wide for an icing. 10:47 left to play in the third period. Wolverines up 2-0.
Luca Fantilli contributing to the icing there. Maybe not his best day. We've seen him struggle at times, a little bit with the physicality of Western Michigan. Perhaps some shakier hands than normal.
Owen Michaels, the draw man, facing TJ Hughes. First line. Quick one-timer from the point. Blocked up front, Tanner Rowe. Evan Werner coming the other way. Puck sent into the trapper of Zukowski, but Zukinski. Edwards with possession. Behind the Wolverine net, he's going to rim this one around the wall for Duke. Duke turns this one over. Stopper with possession now. Fanned dump. This one will get into the corner. Stopper's going to go to work. Very hard skater. Good player. Owen Michaels. Try a little flop shot on his end. Big golfer. I've played a couple rounds of golf with him. High stick it'll be called. We'll have another whistle. 10:05 left to play in this third period.
You can feel, I don't want to say the desperation, Luke, but you can feel Western's impending emotion coming, right? I think we're seeing more tape-to-tape passes, more aggressive pinching, all these decisions that indicate with 10 and 5 to go, you got to make a move and you got to make it now.
That is right. Broncos nearing desperation mode. Slukinski wins his draw for the Broncos. Quick shot on net, steered away by Corpy. Wolverines working the other way. Whitelaw not pleased with his effort there as that puck is sent back into the defensive zone corner, but he'll go to work for it. Puck now sent on net for the Wolverines. Sent once again. Net kicker off for Cameron Corpy. That's you today. We got another whistle. Nice little save by Corpy.
Cameron Corpy doing nothing wrong there.
He's innocent.
Maybe a little over-aggressive in hugging the post after what we saw in that first period. I'd like to take a quick trip back, though. William Whitelaw has certainly not been pleased with his game today. As you pointed out, Luke, that is noticeably the third time that his frustration has been apparent on the ice in his body language.
Got to have a quick memory out here as Whitelaw actually blocks that shot, and he's got a little room himself. He's going to dump this one. Get a nice little line change. A sliver of hope for Whitelaw. Broncos working the other way. Offside is called as Washi jumps the line. 9:27 left to play. Wolverines out shooting the Broncos 20-0.
William Whitelaw on the fourth line tonight with Marcus Stappa and Tanner Rowe alongside him.
12 games played, 4 goals, 4 assists on the year as Whitelaw, the Columbus Blue Jacket, to become. Trying to earn his way toward the top of this Wolverine offense. Not pleased with his performance tonight, but a lot of season left for these kids. They're working hard. He can do it himself, so 49 games played total in his career, both at Wisconsin and University of Michigan. 14 goals, 11 assists, 25 total points, almost half a point a game, or that is half a point a game. So a good player that Whitelaw is, a valuable fourth liner in this situation, paired up with Marcus Stappa and Tanner Rowe tonight.
And on some level, it kind of speaks to the embarrassment of riches that the Michigan program can afford, right?
That's right.
A William Whitelaw playing on your fourth line. He's, no matter what he's doing in practice or maybe what his emotion may seem like, he's a top 6 guy in nearly every other program in the country. We'll have to see when he faces off against Wisconsin. I believe actually
it's coming up
in 2 weekends now. We'll have to see what sort of response he gets.
And Wisconsin's no program to scoff at either.
No.
Draper's going to lose this draw. Washi with the win. Corner battle ensues. The guys are working hard down there. Rio Mullen. Keenan Draper turns, fires this one off the glass. LaPointe skating hard. He cannot skate his outskate his man, that is. Puck battle on the corner. Ernessy down to Draper. Draper the lone man, 1-on-5. He's going to dish it off to Truscott at the point. Over to Duke, one-timer, saved by Slukinski. Broncos working the other way now. Oldenhauer coming the other way. Line change for the Broncos. Too many men again, but they will not be flagged for it. Puck dumped the other way. The length of the ice. Icing waved off. Duke steers this one up to the point. Into the offensive zone go the Wolverines. Western with possession. Big hit behind the net. Fantilli goes back to chase this one. Edwards it is now. Edwards fans on the pass. Up to Hage. Hage dumps this one. And he's looking to the bench. He wants a line change. Wolverines want fresh legs. 7:58 left in the third period here. Wolverines lead 2-0. Owen Michaels. To Adam Fantilli. Indirect turnover. Fantilli chips this one off the glass. Hallam now with a head of steam. Ooh. A whistle. For some reason, Werner takes exception to the little collision that occurred with Hallam. And bump, I believe it was. Not quite sure what that was.
Yeah, up and out of play for Evan Werner. This is sort of the time of game where you might expect Western to get a little chippier. One thing Michigan programs under Brandon Arado have done at times is draw a high number of penalties.
Approaching desperation time here for the Broncos. Here come the Broncos. Owen Michaels, they're calling for offside, but that one will be shot and saved. Cameron Corpy swallows this one up with his glove.
Corpy putting up an excellent game thus far with exceptional support. I want to highlight Ethan Edwards. He's had his stick in passing lanes all night long. Tyler Duke as well. Not to mention 2 big blocked shots by Jacob Truscott in the penalty kill during the second period for the Wolverines, all providing Corpy with much needed support, the true freshman.
Marcus top of the draw man, takes this draw, wins it, up to Duke. Duke with a nice little sand wedge into the defensive zone for the Broncos. Whitelaw working hard. He wants to be off that fourth line. Nice little hip check by him, separating man from puck. Tyler Duke, excuse me, that is. Gives this one to Truscott. Truscott pins this one up against the boards. Now Duke chases after it in the corner. Another flop shot. This kid must play golf. Kramer now in the neutral zone for the Broncos. Going to dish this one off to Hakkarainen. Truscott chips this one off the wall. Into the neutral zone it goes for the Broncos. Back into the offensive zone. Jacob Truscott. A little bit of open terrain for him. He's going to turn this one over. Odd man rush. Here come the Broncos. Shot save off the shoulder of Cameron Corpy. 3-on-1. Nice little save by Corpy. Shot again into the gut of Corpy. Steered off. Puck at the point. Now to the half wall. Kinski. Puck on net. Another shoulder save by Corpy. The 6'4" Michigan native with a Western Michigan Bronco in his net at the moment. Puck shot sent wide. Hallam chases after this one. Desperation mode. The Broncos are piling on pressure now. Jacob Truscott not able to clear this one, but here comes TJ Hughes. Hughes entering the offensive zone. Quick shot on net's going to be blocked. Broncos working the other way. Bump now with the puck. Trying to make something happen. Not able to work through the double team that Michigan put him on. Easy, easy, yells the refs. Getting feisty down there. Broncos want one on the scoreboard. They cannot be shut out tonight. Here comes Owen Michaels in the slot. Nice shot saved by Corpy. Wolverines clear. 5 minutes, 28 seconds left to play as an icing is called.
Yeah, Cameron Corpy there, maybe his most prolific stand of the night, facing 3-4 shots, all with some real potential. Western maybe growing a little impatient. We saw some shots that were taken that maybe could have used one more pass. In the meantime, too, I'd like to point out, Cameron Corpy, you mentioned 6'4", listed at 160 pounds.
It's a skinny kid.
Refs aren't going to like that one. We'll have a redo. 160 pounds at 6'4" is almost unfathomable to me as someone who would be called skinny myself.
It's a tall glass of water. Is Corpy. Corpy from the same hometown as Trey Augustine with the Michigan State Spartans, pumping out goaltending talent in that city, and also a great Mexican restaurant in South Lyon, Michigan. If you'd ever like to go, Cancun Mexican restaurant. Terrific. And terrific goaltenders, it seems, too. Cameron Corpy stopping 17 of the shots he's faced thus far. Western wins the draw. Sends this shot wide. Piling on the pressure are the Broncos. Shimmy shake at the point. Washi lays a body on Edwards behind the net. Edwards still with possession, though. Chips this one off the wall. This one's going to sneak its way out of the zone. Ernest sticks this one off to Hughes. Hughes looking for a shot. Now a trailer is Duke. One-timer shot from the point is Duke. Shoulder save. That's Lukinski. In no man's land in the neutral zone. Ernest is going to turn and fire this one back into the offensive zone. Marcus Stoppa looking like he's skating in quicksand a little bit. A little tired. He needs to get off the ice. But he's working hard, laying the body right there on bump. Get possession, dish it off to Draper, and he will get off the ice, as previously stated. Broncos looking the other way. Not able to establish anything of substance as the Wolverines dump once again. 4 minutes, 18 seconds left to play in the third period. 2-0 Wolverines. Desperation times for the Broncos. Page gonna dump this one in once again. Dump, 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 dump. That's all that's happened in the past minute here. Broncos not able to mount anything on the offensive end. They're gonna rip this one the length of the ice for an icing. 3:56 left to play.
And how about Luca Fantilli maybe not having the greatest game that he would want, racing out that icing. Brandon Arato's going to have to be happy with that. At least one opportunity for the Wolverines to not have to just play the dump game, as you mentioned, Luke. Some slow skating here as Michigan attempts to grind out this last 3:56.
You said it, John. 3:56 left to play in the third period. Shots are 28-17 Wolverines. And they win the draw. Edwards shot on net. It'll go wide. Hughes is going to rip this one just a little bit wide himself. Back over to Edwards. Edwards hit from behind. Still with possession, though. Big body on him. Ooh. Hallam tripped up behind the Wolverine, or behind the Western net, that is. Puck back to the point. Is Edwards. Edwards, quick shot on net. Hallam's going to take an extra jab, and the Bronco players do not like that.
No need to get sloppy here if you're Michigan. That's Evan Werner in the mix-up. We've seen his emotions run high at points today. For the Wolverines, you're playing with house money, and it's not just because we're at Yost Ice Arena. Up 2-0, there's no reason to take any sloppy penalties, to make any unnecessary mistakes, and give Western an opportunity that they have not earned.
Hallam did not like the grab that Owen Michaels, or the hug that Owen Michaels gave him. Took exception to that. 3:33 left to play in this third period. I see a Vancouver Canucks jersey with a Hughes name on it. That is Quinn Hughes, sporting the Hughes family. Wolverines win this draw. Back to Truscott. Fantilli working hard on the half wall. He's not going to have possession. Washi comes the other way, looking for a stretch pass, and here come the Broncos. Quick shot on net. Looking for a man trailer. Backdoor and Kramer not able to get through as the puck. Jacob Truscott now looking the other way for Shifsky. Shifsky, nice little move. Hage, here he comes. Dump it to the corner again. 3 minutes, 5 seconds left on the clock. Broncos are going to have to start looking to pull their goalie in the coming moments when possession is gained. Wolverines, though, dominating play. Quick shot on net, swallowed up by Slukinski. 2 minutes, 51 seconds left to play. Got to start thinking for a sixth man on the ice if you're the Broncos.
Completely right, Luke, but Michigan making this difficult on Western. Can't pull that goaltender if you're stuck taking face-off after face-off in your own end.
Wolverines doing a good job of dictating play in the offensive zone, keeping this puck on their own sticks. Keenan Draper take this draw. He'll lose it. Owen Michaels comes away with it. The Broncos work the other way here. Bump, Ernestine, Draper, all battling in the neutral zone. Owen Michaels trying to be ever so sneaky. He'll pull this puck out. And here come the Broncos. There goes Slukinski, odd man. No goalie for the Broncos. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to play here. 6-on-5 hockey. Desperation mode for the Broncos. Bump up to Sholin. Puck at the point. Sholin. Quick puck on not stick save by Corpy. Nice little end of the knob. Corpy will appreciate that one. Puck at the point. Now down into the corner. Puck now at the point for Sholin to bump. Oh, quick shot and he scores right over the shoulder of Cameron Corpy. Big time screen up front. That's the first one of the game. That one will count for the Broncos. 2-1. 2 minutes, 1 second left to play in this game. Nice little shot from Bump at the point.
And now that 2-goal lead doesn't feel so safe. That starts with a bit of a freshman mistake from Dakota Rome-Mullen. Attempts to clear the puck, but inadvertently sends it right into the slot at center ice. That's when you got to put up the boards, or at least high if you're going to put it in the middle of the ice. Then a screen on front, courtesy of Western.
Can you believe that? It is the second challenge for an intentional offside by the Wolverine bench. Wouldn't that be something if this one gets called back? We'll go to the replay booth here and see what we got for you, John.
Yeah, we'll see if we can sneak a peek here. That would certainly be something to get under the skin of the Broncos. They will not forget that one soon. I believe it was Tristan Lemieux.
Oh, we got a replay on it. Go one more frame forward. Ooh, that is close. That is close.
Tristan Lemieux, I do believe he has the back of that skate on the blue line.
Yep.
Maybe enough.
It's close.
Lemieux, the screener on the goal as well, was right up in the face of Corpy. No Wolverine to put a body on him, courtesy of the 6'5". Man advantage.
Lemieux 5'10", standing in front of the 6'4" goalie of Corpy. Here we'll get another look at it. Puck is not off the stick. It's not off the stick. It's, man, that is, it's a game of inches out here. And this is a big time call here from the officials.
That one might be coming back, Luke. If that last shot there.
Oh. Man, I'm grateful I'm up here and not in the official skates here, because this is a tough one.
And certainly not a full Michigan crowd, so regardless of the outcome, the referees will certainly hear an ovation, both good and bad. Western Michigan fandom traveling pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Likely taking advantage of the Thanksgiving break that has left a number of Michigan students and faithful probably out of Ann Arbor this evening.
That it has. This one's taken a while, notably so, rightfully so, because, man, this is it's a tough call. I don't know. Oh, man. Usually I'd have some type of inkling as to which way this call is going to go, but this is a true 50-50. Again, 2 minutes, 1 second left in the game. Wolverines up 2-1 for now. Waiting on the official word from the officials. Wolverines out shooting the Broncos 30-18, excuse me. Cameron Corpy staring at the video board ever so intently, which would be his second goal called off tonight. A completely different hockey game it would have been if that initial Bronco goal in the first period would have counted.
Certainly. We're looking at a 2-2 game here otherwise, and the potential for overtime. Instead,
here come the officials.
Maybe not.
No offsides. 2-1. Wolverines. Broncos tally one on. Bumped with the goal from the point. Nice little shot over the shoulder of Corpy. This one is going to stand. And we got hockey now.
Hockey indeed.
Hughes wins this draw back to Edwards. Minute 55. Truscott rims this one very firmly around the glass. Strong guy. That stick flexed pretty hard. Truscott now, once again, he's going to do it one more time. Slukinski is going to stop this one himself. Broncos getting possession. Slukinski creeping out of his crease, and here he goes. Odd man rush here. Broncos not able to mount anything. Kramer with the puck. Wolverines desperate. Mark Estapa chips this one off the glass to Hughes. Estapa again takes a shot. Fans on this one. Broncos are hounding the puck right now. Shifsky looking rink wide off the skate of a Bronco defender. Hughes now behind the Bronco net. 1 minute, 10 seconds left to play. Broncos with possession. Wolverines retreating back to their own end. Estapa pressuring hard himself. 1 minute to play. Do or die here for the Broncos. still in their own zone, looking to establish a breakout. Here comes Bump, the goal scorer. He's going to cross corner dump this. Someone needs to get there for the Broncos, and there they go. Fantilli tripped up behind the Wolverine net. They're going to pin this one up against the boards. Michaels comes out with the puck. Michaels to Bump. Bump attempts to fire this one on net. Hallam loses his stick. Puck sent 20 feet up into the air. Sent back in by Bump. Behind the Wolverine net is Duke. Into the corner under the half wall. Hopping all over the place is the puck. 20 seconds left to play. 2-1 Wolverines. Do or die here. Empty net. And here comes Ernest. Shot wide. Just a bit outside. Keenan Draper on the half wall now with Ernest. Here comes Michaels though. 5-4. Edwards looking rink wide. 2-1. Game over. Wolverines come out victorious tonight. Survive the Western Michigan Broncos. 2-1 is your final score. Wolverines outshoot the Broncos 30-18 as the number 6 ranked Michigan Wolverines defeat the number 7 ranked Western Michigan Broncos. What a game, John.
What a game indeed, Luke. This is one Michigan needed badly. They're going to head over to Minnesota away next weekend. This is the momentum builder you need to recapture after a loss in Kalamazoo, a brutal one at that last night. Michigan playing maybe a little different from its normal style, right, Luke? Not as high flying,
sure.
Not as goal scoring. I mean, if you think about it, the last game Michigan played, not against a team named Western, ended 10-6 against Penn State in Nittany Lionville State College this past weekend. So for Michigan to pull out this gutsy win, it's meaningful. 2-1. They'll appreciate this in the pairwise come March.
Well, what's going on here, though?
Or not so fast.
We're going to have some sort of time review. Was there time left on the clock is the question.
Would an icing call have put 3-4 seconds left? I mean, if you ask me, I think it would be almost negligible.
It was about, I mean, the puck probably crossed the length of the ice at around 1 second or less. I mean, it's still time to score, but let's see what the officials got here for us. Not sure what's going on down there, but 0.0 seconds. The whistle was blown. Game is over. I think the officials just want to get out of here tonight. It's 9 o'clock. It's a Wolverine victory. 2-1. The Wolverines recover from a 4-1 loss in a home stand by both teams. The handshake lines will form. Great performance by Hampton Slukinski tonight, stopping 28 of 30. Cameron Corpy stopping 17 of 18. Wolverines played well. Carry that momentum over. This is a high-flying 6th ranked team in the country and something to be excited for if you're a Wolverine hockey fan.
I completely agree. I want to touch on something you just said, Luke. Cannot blame Hampton Slukinski for this game. He stood on his head all night. Just 2 efficient plays, an absolute snipe by Will Felicio that maybe not many goalies in the NCAA are able to stop. And then a breakaway capitalized on by Michael Hage. Those were the difference makers. Something that Slukinski can hang his hat on, though. 28 stops, kept Western into this game until the very end.
That they did. Truscott will wheel the honorary kid captain to the center of the ice. Wolverines will salute the crowd and make their way off the ice. Again, 2-1 Wolverine victory. Wolverines outshooting and outscoring the Broncos 30-18 of the shots, 2-1 of the goals. Number 6 Michigan defeats number 7 Western Michigan in a thrilling matchup here Saturday night at Yost Ice Arena. We appreciate you all for tuning in. We thank you for joining us. On behalf of WCBN, I have been Luke Beally, joined alongside John Tondora. We thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, go Blue.